It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what?
Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Like
A-K-I-N Tunde.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, family? Good day, sir. What is that from, Jaleel? I just saw that.
Isn't that from Willy Wonka, the Tyler Family? You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. I mean, leave. I mean, shut up and get out my face. Good day, sir. I'm gonna use that on somebody. Maybe when I'm at at Firestone. I shouldn't say Firestone. I ain't got no problem with Firestone. From at the car dealership or something, and they give me problems. No, you will have my car fixed today, and I don't want to hear anything else but that. Good day, sir. That is so random. What's up, family? How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. And think about it for a minute. Happy Tuesday, family. This is the Akintunde Show. A special live. We hadn't been live in a while. I was live on Sunday night, purely comedy. In lieu of First Sundays. We didn't have a First Sundays this past First Sunday, as we are transitioning to our new location. Tell you about that in just a little bit. 124 Diamond Lane. But yeah, I'll tell you about that in just a little bit. But we were transitioning, and I did not. We didn't have a show, so we did some comedy live on Facebook and YouTube. And you guys showed up big, 3,000 some views, big, something like that. Maybe a little bit more than that now. But I had a good time with y'all, and watching everybody laughing and commenting, sharing. Thank y'all for all the likes, the tags, and the shares. If you missed it, you can of course go and check it out. So again, this is another live. Do me a favor, like, tag, and share this. Share this with somebody right now. Let them know that we are on live. I'm not going to be on very long, but just a little bit. Update y'all on some stuff, share some stuff, and then I want to talk about some things that with Jaleel. Donna and Pastor Tuck are still waiting on me in transition. So this is a very impromptu live. So if you see Donna and Pastor Tuck, you say, where we all? This was very impromptu. We were in here working on some sponsorship videos. And while we were doing that, I said, man, let's go live. So Jaleel obliged, and it's working late tonight. What's up, son?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, We used to say "What's up, son?" back in the day. It's like if you was from New York, like "What's up, son?"
What's up, son?
Word is born, son.
Where is born, son?
My man's in them.
Gotta put an H in there too, son.
Shun. What's up? What's up? What's going on? Ramesh Nikam. What's going on? Jermaine Summers, how you doing? Jermaine said, I definitely missed the live show. Thank you for saying that, Jermaine. I appreciate that. Thank you. Annette Cooper, what's up, Annette? How you doing? Good to see you in the house. Again, y'all share this. Let folks know that we're on right now. And we're not gonna be on live. A couple things I want to talk about. Why I got y'all. Because I've been, so much stuff is happening. And when you're not on live, you can't talk about stuff. You can, but it's just different than talking about stuff live. Of course, it's so much going on. This Diddy saga. Okay, you have, which is continuing on because today it was announced that he is like totally out at Revolt, and just the craziness behind that whole thing. Then of course you got the former president of the United States has been found guilty in New York for campaign violations and attempting to hide, which is essentially him attempting to hide hush money payments and all that goes along with that. I don't want to get into that so much, but just crazy that we've been seeing that. While that happened last week, okay. Now today, the current president's son is on trial. Is that, Jaleel, is it just me or does that seem very strange to you?
It's a little weird. I ain't gonna lie to you. These Trumps, they just need to. I don't know what goes on in the Trump family. All I know is that I don't know. It just ain't looking too good, and I just need them all to get out of their delusions and really wake up and smell the coffee, because they out here doing whatever they want to do, and it's coming back to roost. It's coming back to bite them, and understandably so. I hope this snaps the son out of it. The father, Donald's lost a little bit, but it'll be nice if the son at least gets some sense knocked into him because of this. That would be helpful.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
So Jaleel and I had and I would call it a disagreement, but a fun exchange today, because Jaleel said to me, he said, he was talking. I humorously mentioned Sexy Red. So sometimes this little running jokes stuff me and Jaleel do. So I sometimes will mention like Jaleel as a fan of somebody that I know he's not a fan of. Like just so I'll sometimes tell somebody that Jaleel voted for Trump. He's like, no, I didn't. So just as a funny joke, right? So today I said I somehow mentioned Jaleel, you and Sexy Red.
You did.
I don't remember what the context was, but somehow I was mentioning it like he was a fan, which he's not. But then he interestingly said, "Tell him what you said. Tell him what was so interesting to me."
I said, and I saw this on social media that Sexy Red had a concert, and unless I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure this was her. She had this giant MAGA hat on behind her on stage, and she was rapping her songs, which I didn't think was that good anyway. She was rapping her songs, and I was just disappointed. I was disappointed. Another black girl out here thinking Trump did some good when that man is not looking out for anybody but himself.
so of course, me and Jaleel have had this conversation offline, off mic, whatever however you want to call it, several times about Trump and this, that, and the third. So I'm clear where he stands. I want to say, I want to share that my mother, your grandmother Cheryl, is a huge Trump fan, and your grandmother Mitchell is a huge Trump fan. I'm teasing.
She gonna see this and call you. Nah,
I don't appreciate that.
I don't appreciate that.
Oh my God, that's so funny. It's particularly my mom. It's amazing how much she does not like Trump. It's
like him at all.
And it's so funny. Okay, but so going back to Sexy Red and Trump with the MAGA hat. What was interesting to me, Jaleel, I was like, so you mean to tell me? And I get it. You are passionately in the Trump opposition. I get that. But my thing was, I was like, out of all the things to be upset with Sexy Red about, the worst thing that you have an issue with her is the MAGA hat. That was interesting to me. Is that Is that factual?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I don't care for I don't care. No offense, Sexy Red. I don't really care for her or her music, and that's okay.
Mhm.
She has her fan base. I'm just not one of them. I don't look
Praise
at
the
her
Lord.
videos. I don't listen to her music. I just don't care. I just don't care.
Yeah.
But I saw that because people were talking about it. And I was like, dang, that's disappointing.
So it's not disappointing that she twerks
No,
and talks about gratuitous sex on songs, and
No.
is a terrible example for young black women and young girls. But the MAGA hat is what's most.
I mean, first of all, young girls shouldn't be looking at it anyway. If they do, that's the parents. That's between the parents, God, and that child. But Sexy Red's audience shouldn't be kids anyway. But if they listen to it, that's
Shouldn't be,
that's on them.
but they are.
Yeah.
A lot of them are.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Sister Jean, what's up, sis? How you doing?
Take their radio.
How you doing, family? What's going on, sis? Annette Cooper said, "Missing your live. Also, you have very informative and very clean show." Thank you, Annette. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Jean said, "What we talking about?" We kind of checking in. I hadn't checked in with y'all in a while, so I'm just checking in and let y'all know some coming dates, some specific dates, and just talk about some stuff that's going on, because I have not had the chance to talk about all the craziness that's been going on, whether it is like I said before, the whole ever evolving, and more information with this whole Diddy situation. And then, as I said, now you have the president, former president, has been found guilty. I have a question for y'all on this. And then my third thing was, and now you have the current president son on trial. That's crazy to me. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. So my question for you is, Jaleel, and for y'all out there, as I share some other stuff with y'all, my question is, do you think there's any chance of Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump, getting any jail time? What you think? I'm asking you, Jaleel, and I'm asking y'all, do y'all think there's any chance of former President Trump getting some jail time?
There is no. I will say that I should not be wishing on another man's downfall, and I'm not. But he needs to go to jail. Will he? No. I don't.
You think it'd be good for him to go to jail?
I think it would shut him up, humble him, and get him out of the presidential race.
Wow.
Do I want to vote for Joe? Absolutely not. But
I'm learning all this stuff. I'm learning new stuff about Jaleel's. I thought I knew his political leanings and perspective, but this is interesting.
I want to say this as gently as possible. I am tired of old white men and being in office.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Now, do I have problems with white men in general? No, just these two particular ones. Both of them, neither one of them are doing the best. Although I have a bigger issue with Trump, Joe's not doing so hot right now either. He's making some not so great, some of them borderline terrible decisions, and it's not looking so great.
Do you think that if he did go to jail, that it would be detrimental for the country in terms of the fact that it's probably going to result in some type of uprising on some level?
I couldn't tell you, honestly. That I don't know. I don't quite have the best perspective on that. I admit. I do know that people are going to be very, very, very upset. And this, you never know.
Either way,
I'm hoping not. I could have sworn I heard something about people acting out and lashing out. People are already lashing out as it is. And shoot, I won't go too far down that rabbit hole. My thoughts on that.
Yeah.
But my thought is, if we see the MAGA, crowd lashing out, I don't want to hear nobody go easy on them, because when the other riots were going on before, everybody was saying these black people, you're doing this and that, and they're terrible. They were criticizing them, but I'm just saying, I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever happens, let's hope that we hold them to the same standard we did people of color.
Pray for our country, straight up.
Yeah, honestly.
Cousin Victor Brandon, what's up, sir? How you doing? Cousin is in the house. ATL's representing the ATL, and of course, Georgia, Savannah. Victor said, nope, he will get a slap on the wrist. Yeah, I'm thinking Trump was going to get probation. My thing is, if Trump get probation, is he going to have to wear a bracelet? Is he going to be on house arrest? Is he going to be walking around one of them little things on his shoe? And then here's the whole thing. I said this other night on stage Friday night in Florence at the Florence Civic Center. Shout out to the 7th District of the AME Church in Columbia, South Carolina. I'll tell you about that in just a little bit. But I said, hey, every person, I don't care who you are, what color you are, how old you are, what you did. If now that the president is officially a convicted felon, officially, whatever you ever did, don't worry about it. Go fill out every job application, because the president of a presidential candidate has a conviction, and it could be potentially 2 by the time we get to November. Probably not, because I think a couple of these other trials are going to be delayed, but potentially 2. So we live in an interesting time, y'all. There is no precedent for what we are seeing right now. I don't care what universe, what political perspective you come from. There is no precedent for all the stuff you're seeing right now. You got a war going on between Israel and Gaza. You also have a war going on between Russia and Ukraine. You have crazy weather, storms. I'm talking about every single day, weird stuff, earthquakes happening, floods, fires on the West Coast. And on the West Coast yesterday, they had literally fires in the lower part, the southern part of the state of California, and then full storms and hailstorms in the northern part of California. We live in interesting times. Gene said, I don't think he will go to jail. I'm with you, Jaleel, on being tired of the old white men. I don't think MAGA's going to do anything. I think they will go pout and then go sit down somewhere. Victor said, if a crowd of MAGA shows up, go the other way. Honestly, I tend to agree with Victor on that, Gene. Yeah. I tend to agree. My legitimate concern is that because it don't take many people. You gotta understand something. It don't take many people to act a fool for it to become a real thing. So it 4 or 5 different little things happen. Now you got people walking around on edge. You got people that are acting out on some level, being aggressive, getting into altercations, which puts other people on edge, which puts law enforcement on edge. We don't need nothing no more of that. And so then what's the result? And then who pays the price for that? I think we're living in unusual, unprecedented times. Scripture tells us the end times were going to be strange. We just didn't know exactly how or what. This is interesting. Speaking of interesting, I had a phenomenal time on this past Friday night in Florence, South Carolina, in the Florence Center for the 7th District of the AME Church, Bishop Samuel Green Jr., Senior, I'm sorry. It was his quadrennial celebration, meaning they do it every 4 years. Over 2,000 people were in the Florence Center, which is a civic center in the arena floor. And I had an amazing time. Shout out to the entire AME Church family who did a great job producing this event. Excellent top to bottom. When I walked in there, I was like, yo, I knew this was going to be nice, but I was like, I ain't expect to see that. I'm talking about literally Hollywood level production, cameras, LED screens, multiple screens, packed house. The floor was packed, and the second level was packed for a pastoral celebration, and a ministry coming together. That's a lot of people. Okay, over 2,000 some people. That's a lot of people. So shout out to my AME Church family. Had a ball with y'all. I've done several events for not just the conferences in the groups coming together, but I've also done several local church bodies. So it was just great to experience that. Had a good time. Shout out to my brother Snooky Norfolk, who I hadn't seen in a few years. Last time I saw him was at the Stellar Awards, and he was just nice and cool as always, laid back, did an excellent job, and was just anointed. Again, shout out to Pastor Smokey Norfolk. Coming up, y'all, let me give you some dates coming up. First Sunday returns July the 7th, y'all. Yeah, brand new location. We got more seats. So we will be at the 124 Diamond Lane, Columbia, South Carolina. That's right when you pass over I-20 if you're coming from the Harbison area, if you're coming down, you pass over Harbison, I-20 to your right. You're going to turn right into the Word of God campus. To the very left, first building on the left-hand side, you're going to see the flags and all of that out there. That's where we'll be holding First Sundays. And we now have plenty more seats. We're going to have a great turnout. Amazing lineup. My sister Small Fire Lewis will be in the building. We got the First Ladies of Comedy coming through. So go ahead and get your tickets right now. So that is coming up July the 7th, 124 Diamond Lane. Everything's still the same. Showtime, 6 o'clock on the dot. You know how we do at First Sunday. We start on time. And doors open at 5 o'clock p.m. Sponsor Sweet Delight by Lynn's Dessert will be in the of course, we'll have the 5 o'clock wings. And then I have P&B Promotionals sponsoring Presley Cares Mortuary Service and the Wendy Mills Agency on the ones and twos, DJ Geechee Man. So it's going to be a great night. And there probably will be guests that will be added to the show. Again, it's going to be a great return of First Sundays, July the 7th. You'll go and get your tickets right now. FirstSundaysComedy.com, FirstSundaysComedy.com. Share, spread the word. Let folks know. And don't worry, you're going to see a whole lot about that. So I'm just telling you right now, you're going to see a whole bunch of First Sundays pics and videos and posts and all that good stuff. Coming up on June 15th, I am hosting Juneteenth Freedom Celebration. I'm hosting that right here in Columbia, South Carolina. So y'all make sure y'all in the house right there, 4 o'clock to 8 p.m. Man, I'm loving the fact I get a chance to do more in Columbia now. Of course, I've been on the road for many years and still am, but I love when I get the opportunity to do things in Columbia. So shout out to the Juneteenth Festival family for picking me and choosing me as host this year. We're going to really have a great time with that. Coming up on June the 21st, I am moderating the HIM conference, HIM conference, really talking about the needs of men. I'm excited about it. My brother Anthony Anderson will be in the house. Hadn't seen him since the Black Music Honors, about now 4 or 5 years ago. This was pre-COVID since I last saw him. He was still on Law and Order. Is he still on Law and Order, Jaleel?
I am not sure.
Okay, yeah.
Well, good question.
Yeah, so Anthony Anderson will be in the house for that conference. The following day, I'm over at the Icon Church. All right. And I'm super excited about that. Pastor Hoyt, first time being there in Columbia, South Carolina, Icon Conference, one of the speakers for that, and super excited to be a part of this conference. And shout out to my brother Richard and Sherry Bright for making that connection right there. Again, that's coming up on the 22nd. So Friday in Columbia, 21st for the HIM conference, and then 22nd for the Icon conference. I love it. Love it. And now I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you another reason why I love it. I love the fact that I'm able to work and come right home. I ain't gotta go to the airport. I ain't gotta get no car. I gotta drive few. I don't have a problem with none of that. I don't have to get on any other type of transportation. Again, I have no problem. Listen, I ain't got no problem with it. I done took trains, tour buses, vehicles, planes, of course, but to be able to work at home is great. I ain't gonna lie to you. So again, that's the 21st, 22nd. Coming up on the 28th, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina at Restoration Place Church. All right. And I'm gonna let y'all watch a promo on that. I'll be right back. This is the Akintunde Show. Don't y'all go nowhere, family.
Stop walking in front of the prophet.
All right, y'all. Love and Laughter Comedy Tour. Tickets go on sale for that on tomorrow. Believe it or not. You'll be able to get those tickets tomorrow. We only have 200 seats for that show. So we may add another show. We only got 200 seats for that show. So I would advise y'all to go and get your tickets if you are in Charlotte. Just added today, August 3rd, I'll be back in Charlotte for the Christian Mango rooftop all-white event. I'm hosting that. My man, comedian Joe Byers will also be with me on that particular day. So that's going to be dope right there. So in Charlotte in June, right back in Charlotte on August the 3rd. We got dates coming up in Detroit that has just been added, and just a whole bunch more. There's a lot of dates coming up. So y'all continue to stay in touch, stay with us, and we'll keep y'all posted. I just appreciate the fact that we're still able to roll out, do these shows, and have some great events. And there is some, pray for us, y'all. We're working on some new stuff, some new opportunities, and really just endeavoring to hear from God. We're also in the midst of our fundraising. I'll tell you about that in just a little bit. So Jaleel yesterday, I want to talk about this real quick. I don't go to the movies a whole lot now. And it's not because I don't like to. It's just the problem is I just don't see a lot of movies that really make me want to go out to the theater. And I'm not a tentpole movie guy. I don't have to. The problem is now, if you're a grown person, when I say grown, you between the age of maybe 35 to like 65, 70. There's not a lot of movies that really speak to us. So I find more interesting stuff on streaming because today so many movies just don't go into the theaters. All right, Jaleel, we can talk about that for hours. Okay. But I got a question for y'all. Let me answer Jean's question real quick. She said, do you still have some posters? I'd like to get a few to share with some friends. Thank you, Jean. What Jean is talking about is the best selling item that we've had on tour, period, bar none. This has birthed a whole new line. It's I believe God no matter what posters, which has now become our hats and t-shirts, all of which are coming out. So you'll be able to get those while we're on tour. But yes, I do have some posters, Sister Jean. So you can get those. I only sell the posters when I'm on tour because posters just don't ship well. I guess I could go through the whole process of rolling them up and putting them into one of the sleeves, but that's going to increase the price. I will explore that, but I will say this: it's the meaning behind the posters. And I'll tell you about that before we leave a little bit. The meaning behind that. I think the reason why they sell so well. When I say sell so well, I'm talking about sell out every night. Like every night. We went to Jaleel. We went to Jacksonville. First time we had some. All right. Mm-hmm. And it was, when I say it was a line of people to get the posters. Mm-hmm. And when you get a new product, you don't really know how it's gonna do. So we brought a significant amount, but we was like, well, we'll see what it does. When I tell you, it was probably, how many people would you say was still left over and very upset that we ran out of posters?
Now, I don't know for sure, but it felt like at least 30 or so people were in that line, maybe more than that. But people
that was like upset because we ran out, and the issue comes in, and it's not an issue, but the fact is people buy 4, 5, and 6 of them at a time. Mm-hmm. And the reason is because the meaning behind the posters. Okay, so we'll come back to the movie and I'll tell you about the posters. Yeah. So the posters is my mantra. My personal mantra is I believe God no matter what's happening, I know what's up. I've been saying it to myself for years. And the meaning behind that is that even if my faith don't work, that don't mean God ain't true. God is not real. God is not all powerful. That if something didn't work, that's because it's on me. Either I didn't hear from God properly. Maybe my faith was wavering. Maybe I didn't listen. Maybe I operated out of wisdom. So it's not God's problem. It's an Ak problem. And then what you see is even in the times when something don't work the way you want it to, it doesn't happen the way you want it to, you still see God manifest and still see God show up. So God has this way of something when something happens and I'm like, oh man, I didn't want that to happen, or I didn't like what happened, or that wasn't what I wanted. I see God do something. I'm like, oh, okay, I see God. So, and even when I'm talking about when it's working, when your faith is properly in tune, you're hearing God and you're really moving and operating in faith and seeing the results. you know God is real. You know God is true. You know he's doing his thing, the way he does it. So I've been saying that for years. I believe God no matter what, no matter what's happening. I know what's up. Thank you for putting it up, Julio. So this is the actual poster. So it's a pretty good size poster too. And so what I've been encouraging people to do with the poster is to buy it. They're only $7, right? Buy the poster and then do something else that I've been doing for years. And truth be told, over time, I kind of got away from it and I had to come back to it. I believe in the spoken word out of your mouth. I believe in what you say, which if you say it, if you believe it and you're willing to speak it, it's going to manifest in your life, good or bad. That's why you should be around here saying stuff just randomly that you don't believe or you don't want to happen. You know, like I have some people I know, I'm not gonna call their name, but they're good for saying this right here. If something is funny, they'll say, I'm dead. I'm like, listen, please stop saying that. Like, please don't say that around me. Even people who say other stuff like, hey, I might not be here much longer. I'm like, are you looking to die? Would you prefer to die in a short period of time, in short order? If not, then stop saying that, because we're life speaking spirits. And if you train your spirit properly, your spirit will believe exactly what you said. It'll manifest in your life, good or bad. So, and particularly if you train it good and train it right, and you have faith, you're standing on the word of God, and you have faith, and you're willing to speak that thing. What you say is going to manifest. So that I've been encouraging everybody to take that poster, buy one of these posters, and on the back of it, write what you believe God for personally. So this is my mantra on the front, and I appreciate you agreeing with it and loving it. But flip it on the back and then write down your confessions. What do you believe in God for in your personal life? Is it health? Is it relationship? Is it something with family? Is it children? Is it finances? Is it job, career? Is it business? Is it ministry? Whatever that is, write that on the back of it. And it's really connected with people. And I believe it's connected because of clearly what the word says, mustard seed. It didn't say we got to have a whole bunch of faith. Faith as a mustard seed. As a matter of fact, I said I was going to Walmart today to buy some mustard seed. I literally said that last night. So I'm going to Walmart to buy some mustard seeds. Right. Because I'm like, you really want to see how small a mustard seed is? That's what it says, the measure of faith that we need. A lot of times I got to have all this faith. Oh, you got big faith. Ain't no such thing as big or little faith. It's faith. But do you believe what you're actually praying? Do you believe what you're speaking? Do you believe the actions or what you're operating, acting on and doing? That's the difference. So, and if you're saying it and you're not sure, if you're saying it and you uneasy, it's just like a person who take that shot, that basketball player who takes that shot. That dude believe he was gonna hit it. And if you hesitate, you ain't believe it. You'll miss it, or somebody will block your shot. Let me stop. If I get into the, all I'm saying is this right here. This poster, I believe, is awakening people's faith. And like I said, join us in faith. Whatever you believe in God for, put it on the back of it. Now, before I transition, let me share this to you. Because sometimes people will say, well, I don't believe that we're life speaking spirits and everything you say, your words don't have power. I don't buy into all of that. Think about this right here. Take this poster down because we might utilize this later. Think about this right here. I'm a 70s baby, grew up in the 80s, became a man in the 90s. There was a rapper named Notorious B.I.G. Notorious B.I.G. literally, don't get mad with me, he spoke his death in detail. Okay? On his first album, the name of his first album was called I'm Ready to Die. That was the title of his first album. I'm Ready to Die. Now, somebody else might say, oh, he meant he was ready to die. Like I'm ready to die for mine. I'm going hard for mine. Listen, no. If you listen to the album, every song on the album was about death, was about drugs, was about sex, and the album ended with him dying, flatlining at the end of the album. You don't believe it? Pull it up on YouTube and listen to it right now. Go to the very last track on the song. Again, there's a picture of a baby on the front, Notorious B.I.G. or Biggie Smalls. I think it was still Biggie Smalls when he put that first one out. And it was called I'm Ready to Die at the end of the album. he dies. He flatlines. It's heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. Beep. That's how it goes off. Album comes out, sell millions of copies. Like, I think it sold like 10 million. Okay. Diamond platinum for a rapper. Back then, if it wasn't diamond, it was very close. Okay. So it's a hugely successful album. All right. He dies in Los Angeles. Okay, on the Sunset Strip. The name of the song on the album was called I'm Going Back to Cali. Now, the reasoning behind that song and the reason why he was talking about that song and utilizing that as the first single is because it was the East Coast, West Coast beef. And a lot of people had threats against Notorious B.I.G. So he was going back to Cali as a demonstration that he wasn't scared and he was cool with the West Coast. He goes to California. He dies on the Sunset Strip. He dies in LA. His second album comes out. Album already shot, already recorded, record album cover already produced. The name of his second album was called Life After Death. The album came out a month after he died. On the cover of the album, he had a license plate that said Notorious B.I.G. It was a hearse on the cover of the album, and he was standing next to the hearse in an Undertaker's uniform. Pull it up. He spoke his death in detail. My thing is, you can spoke life to yourself, to your body, to your ministry, to your business, to your marriage, to your health, whatever it is, you can speak life the same way he spoke death to himself. That's not a consequence. That's not a coincidence. Yeah. Like, check it out. Jimi Hendrix said he probably wouldn't live to see 28. He died at 27. Kurt Cobain said the same thing. Dr. Martin Luther King said he probably wouldn't live to be 40 years old. He died at 39. I'm saying words have power. Watch what you say. So, and if you, and you know what, Sister Jean, thank you for bringing that up because we don't even have those posters on sale on the website. I tell you what I'm going to do. Thank you, Sister Jean. She said, Big Red, what's up, Kevin? You said, I definitely need to purchase a poster. Love it, bro. Thank you, sir, my friend. Kevin Felder, a.k.a. Big Red, the whole reason we even joined Right Direction Church International. My man. Jean said, I write my confessions on the back of my poster. I have it hanging on my back door. I confess I believe God every time I exit my door. The poster is awakening my faith. Jean, you about to make me cry up in here. My God. Wow. What's blessing me is the fact that Jaleel and I literally were talking one day in the studio, and I was like, I mentioned the posters. I mentioned our products, and I was talking about that particular mantra, and he was like, "Yeah, you ought to put that on a poster or a T-shirt or something." I'm like, "Okay, let's do that." And I remember all of what we said, but you literally produced that logo in a day. And then that went to print, and it's been blessing folks. So, Gene, for you to say that, it confirms everything that God said. And it also confirms and reminds me of how powerful God. Before I transition, let me just say this to y'all. You got to understand something. There is nothing too big for God. Nothing. Legal, financial, physical, marital, parental, professional, business. There's nothing that God cannot do. There's not anything. There's no area that God is not powerful in. I don't care what it is. I don't care what nobody said. So if we trust and will believe God, believe that God can do it. And if we believe it when we pray, if we believe it when we speak, if we believe it when we sow a seed, if we believe it when we help someone, if we believe it when we read his word, it's going to manifest, period. I done seen God do stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know how God gonna do that. I done seen him work it out, and I done seen him show up big in all type of situation, circumstance, and category. So I got a lot of stuff in my faith plate, and I got a lot of stuff I got to take care of. So yeah. So thank you for reminding me of that. Kimberly, what's up, sis? Kimberly said I need to get a poster. I tell you what. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do, y'all. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, sis, for reminding me and awakening this. So what I'm gonna do tomorrow is I got to make sure that the posters can ship right. Of course, Jean, Kimberly, I can meet you and get you your poster. Or I'll get it to you at church or something like that. So that's not a problem with me and you. I'm really talking about everybody else. If I'm going to see if there's a way to ship that poster a safe way, so it's not like overly rolled up. It's not too tight because it is kind of a big poster. So I don't want to be messed up when you get it. I also don't want to make sure it ships properly. If I can make that happen and the price point makes sense, then I'll put them on the website. Of course, we can do it locally, but if I can ship it properly, then we'll put them on the website. And y'all go on the website and order it. I'm gonna sign it and send it off to you. There it is. Thank you, sis. Kimberly said, I'll be in Columbia at church Sunday. I'll be in the bookstore. There it is. There it is, sis. Am I in town this week? I think I am. Yeah, because it's next week. All right. Vic said, preach. There it is, cuz. Gene said you should be able to ship them flat. I don't know if I can get a you know what? It's either going to be the cylinder that you roll it up, or it'll be the that like one of those long boxes. So I'm gonna see. We're gonna confirm this by tomorrow. We're gonna put these on the websites if we can ship them properly. I just don't want to ship them and they get to somebody and somebody's upset. They're like, oh man, this look a hot mess. Oh, it's all wrinkled, or the edges are all a mess. You know, you want to have a good product and you want to have a good delivery and a good experience. So thank you again for reminding me of that, Sister Jean. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so what I want to talk about real quick before we get up out of here. Again, thank y'all so much for hanging in with us. Again, the First Sundays returns on July the 7th. My sister Small Fire, formerly Small Fry, will be in the house, and comedian Tanya Lewis will be in the building. And again, I am excited because we're in our new location, 124 Diamond Lane, Columbia, South Carolina. Doors open at 5:00. Show starts at 6:00. It's brought to you by P&B Promotionals, Preston Cares Mortuary Services, the Wendy Mills Agency, and featuring Sweet Delights by Lynn and my DJ Ronnie, aka DJ Geechee Man, will be on the ones and back switching now. So I got to tell y'all some other stuff about First Sundays, but that I'll probably tell you about that next week. All right, Jaleel. Yes, so I want to talk about this. So I'm a huge movie fan. I like good movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I said this earlier. They don't make a lot of movies that make me want to go into the theaters. Like a few weeks ago, probably 4 or 5 weeks ago, your mother and I was like, let's just go out. Let's go to the movies.
Okay.
And then it was kind of hard finding something we even wanted to see. And what happens is if I can't find something we want to see, there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to see on streaming.
Yeah.
Then we wind up not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So then it's not really a night out for us.
Right.
So that's a bit of a problem. But I can tell you what I'm excited about. My man M. Night Shyamalan got a new movie called Trap. Y'all need to get ready for that. Very, very interesting plot. Of course, one of the scariest, craziest movies I've ever seen. Not The Exorcist, not any of these other little scary little girl movies, none of that. One of the best movies ever for me was The Sixth Sense. Bruce Willis, Haley Joel Osment.
Haley Joel Osment. You had it right.
Man, that movie was a beast. It was brilliant, excellent execution, wonderfully written, and a twist in that you will not see coming. If you have not ever seen The Sixth Sense, I highly recommend it. Now it's a hard flick. It is not. I know I was just talking about God and faith and spiritual. Being spiritual a minute ago, talking about Jesus and all that.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. But She ain't talking about I see dead people.
That's funny though.
Daily I shall.
I ain't get nobody one of them in a long time. She said, I see dead people. Yeah. Man, that was a wild movie though. And again, I love a twist ending. I love an ending you did not see coming. What do you think about Trap, Jaleel?
The trailer for Trap looks good. M Night is used to usually hitting us with a twist. That was a thing he became known for definitely in the early 2000s. Then of course that there was the fall off and he went away for a bit. He came back with some smaller films and those had some twist in them as well. But this one did something different because the trailer, I don't even think it was just the trailer. The story reveals what we expected to be the twist.
Yeah.
Early on. And there's an interview I watched where M. Night was saying that he found it interesting, as opposed to keeping it a secret and kind of making you guess if whether or not the father was the killer. The trailer just reveals it from the get-go. The father is the killer.
Okay.
That people in the film are looking for. So I don't know how straightforward the film will be, but I am curious to see what the execution of it is, because like I think it's very interesting that we're gonna know. And what that does for audiences is it puts us in the know and puts us on the edge of our seats because we already know, and the tension from that is going to fuel how we perceive the events of the film, and I think that's going to make the experience even better. So I'm quite excited, honestly, and I will be seeing that.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to see that in the theaters opening weekend because again, I like a well-written movie, a well-directed movie, a well-acted movie. Josh Hartnett is, grown into be a very, very strong actor.
Yes.
I noticed he filled his gap in for this. I wonder why.
Say that again.
He filled his gap in for this movie.
I didn't know he had a gap. I've never noticed it.
Yeah, he's got like one of those gaps.
Oh.
So I guess I don't know. You can't never tell. You with M. Night Shyamalan, you never know like what that small detail is. Like he's one of those directors and where you literally walking around checking. As you watching the movie, you watching every little thing. Like what's this right here? Because again, when I watched The Sixth Sense, and I was glad nobody spoiled it for me. No, but I'm like, I never saw that ending coming. Never saw that ending coming.
But it makes sense when you go back to rewatch it. It makes all the sense in the world.
No plot holes. When you go back to check that movie out, like again, if anybody drop in the comments if you've never seen The Sixth Sense. If you've never seen The Sixth Sense movie, drop in the comments. I want to know.
One of my favorite M. Night films is Unbreakable. Honestly,
Unbreakable is an excellent movie.
Great. Unbreakable was like a stealth superhero film before superhero films became big. It was like a stealth one, but it treats itself like a drama, like a character drama, and it's genuinely great and also very tense.
And again, that was another one I didn't see that coming.
Yep, agreed. I did not see it either.
Didn't see that coming at all. Around that same time that The Sixth Sense came out, The Usual Suspects came out.
I still haven't seen that.
You've never seen The Usual Suspects?
It's on my list. I'm trying to avoid spoilers because people on the internet, they already know. So
you've never seen The Usual Suspects?
Never. I want to. I really want to actually.
Son, we might have to watch that tonight.
Okay, bet.
I'm willing to stay up late. We got Marriage, Faith, and Family. Join us on Clubhouse. Bishop Herbert Bailey, Dr. Marsha Bailey, Jamal and Adrian, ministers Jamal and Adrian Davis, and Eunice and I will be on Clubhouse at 9:00 for Marriage, Faith, and Family, and great lively conversation in the podcast format about marriage and life and faith and family. Just some good nuts and bolts information. After we finish Marriage, Faith, and Family, Jaleel, we need to watch The Usual Suspects.
I'm down for that because I've been wanting to watch that for a long time.
Yeah.
Also, Kimberly mentioned Bad Boys. We're both excited about that.
Is that out?
It's not out yet, but it's coming out soon, very soon.
Okay, I know it's coming out it's coming out in June. Yeah, check it out. Yeah,
check because like I've been going back to the movies recently. I saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That was pretty great. And I saw Furiosa, which was if you want a great epic action adventure from beginning to end with some good character beats, you're going to get that from that film.
Planet of the Apes?
No, I'm Furiosa. Planet of the Apes is a good. is a good movie, but Furiosa is just like Furiosa is genuinely great. It's long.
What is that?
But it's great.
Who's in that?
So if you saw Mad Max Fury Road, there was a character in that film played by Charlize Theron.
Oh yeah.
I'm named Furiosa. This one is about the origins of a character, because there's actually a lot of history behind Fury Road, and this film was actually planned to be released as an animated film, but they took it and made it into a big template project. So
Tempo project. Have you ever seen the documentary on the Warner Brothers YouTube page about the making of Mad Max Fury Road?
I have not. I didn't even know there was one. I would love to.
About a 2-hour documentary.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Because and it really, people don't recognize sometimes how long it takes to get a movie made. And this wasn't no indie film.
Not at all.
They had money. So, but it still took a long time to get it made.
And they weren't sure if it was going to be a hit too.
And it was a huge, massive hit.
$1 billion something.
$1 billion.
Also, Bad Boys, early access for Bad Boys at Regal is June 5th, but it's coming out on June 7th. So that's this weekend. That's this week.
Okay.
Oh,
let me check that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cousin Victor said, I like big cliffhangers. Watch Parish with Giancarlo Esposito.
I've heard of that.
Is that a show or movie?
It's a show.
Okay. What is it on?
AMC. It's on AMC.
Okay, I see. I've never heard of this. Paris. Yeah, I don't have AMC. So would I need to get the AMC subscription to watch it?
You can get the app because, it's a cable network. It's a cable network.
We ain't got cable.
Yeah.
No more.
Yeah, so just get the app. It'll pop up on there.
So first of all, I love Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes.
You're talking about School Days.
Mm-hmm.
Ding, Big Brother, Almighty. No, that was actually Lawrence Fishburne. Giancarlo was
Do the Right Thing.
No, he was in Do the Right Thing too.
Yep.
But he played in the first time I saw Giancarlo was in a School Days.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I want to watch that too. That's on my list of movies to watch.
You never seen School Days?
I really want to watch it.
Wow.
I really do.
School Days is the reason why I went to college.
That makes sense.
I was only going. I was a barber. I was gonna get my license, and because I was in high school, I had an apprentice license. I'm gonna get my license. And I'm gonna rock out. Open me a shop and rock out. I saw School Days. I'm like, what? This is amazing. All them pretty girls, all that partying. I'm going to college.
Oh, it's so
I'm going to Savannah State.
Oh Lord.
But here's what I didn't realize. That was one weekend out the year. That was homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't the rest of the year. I never forget that. I was like, that was such a misrepresentation of what total college life was. That was homecoming.
Yeah. Cartoons did it too growing up. They had us thinking high school was this. They definitely had us thinking college was like parties and everything. It's not. It's really not.
Kimberly said your black card is revoked if you never saw School Days. Here's why I'm gonna give him a pass, Kimberly, because the Joker's only 29. He's only 29.
Yeah, I honestly am still discovering much about Spike Lee's filmography. His more recent films I'm mixed on, but his older stuff I want to go through because he's got some interesting stuff. There's a film about Damon Wayans doing the blackface show.
Oh yeah,
I need to watch that.
I need to watch
that. I forgot the name
of it.
That's a
wild movie, right?
I want to watch that badly.
That's a wild movie,
real bad.
Victor said, Jaleel, we are taking your black card. You got 2 votes to take your black card. Victor
I ain't worried about
and Kimberly. They're trying to get Jaleel black card. Don't worry. We're going to bring him up to speed. Definitely. But so back to Spike Lee. Spike Lee is an amazing director. Him and Denzel got a new movie coming out. They're shooting that right now.
I am deeply excited about that because first of all, Spike and Denzel haven't done a film since Inside Man. So that's exciting.
Yeah, which is another excellent film.
That's exciting.
And then the score for Inside Man is amazing.
I'm telling you, Inside Man has the voice too. You can hum Inside Man.
Burn, 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 burn.
I'm telling you that song. That's good. See, that's the one thing about movies that I miss. Even with superhero films and a lot of mainstream films, a lot of films miss the fact that you got to give your film some good music.
Yes.
Stop sleeping on the musical score, especially Hollywood, especially big Hollywood temple films. Not all of them. Furiosa has a great score, but these superhero films are lacking these days. Y'all slacking.
And if you're an indie filmmaker and you gonna make a movie, don't just go on video blocks.
Yeah, hire somebody
and just download some royalty free music. While I get it, and I understand money and budget, and I understand musicians can be a problem in time. If you can factor in to your budget, your music, the same way you factor in your actors, your locations, and your craft services, because music is very important. And find you somebody who has a unique ear, a unique perspective. And I really encourage there's some amazing musicians who are in church every Sunday. Church is every Sunday. Some of y'all are composers.
Yeah,
you're composers who should be composing movie scores. So don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on that. Kimberly said it came out in 1988. I first saw it in high school around 2001. Oh. Wow. So that means at that time, what is it? That's 88. That means that's like 17 years. What is that? 80. What's 88 to 2000? That is 12. Yeah, so 13 years old. Gene said, give Jaleel a break. He's young. He missed the Spike Lee era. You did. Spike Lee.
I did miss the Spike Lee era.
She's Got to Have It. School Days. Mo Better Blues.
Seen that.
Do the Right Thing.
I got it on DVD actually.
Jungle Fever. Spike Lee was on a run. John Singleton was on a run. That was, for me, a person who went to college for mass comms, planning on going to NYU to get a film degree, wound up starting doing comedy and going on the road with that. Spike Lee really I tell you, interesting Spike Lee story. Spike Lee really encouraged me and inspired me as a young person wanting to get into the arts. Because back then it was Hollywood. The distance between you and Hollywood was vast. Savannah, Georgia to Los Angeles seemed like forever. But when you see artists like Spike Lee and John Singleton, it means it becomes a little bit more attainable. So but so interesting Spike Lee story. I walked up to Spike Lee when he came to Columbia, and and I knew better not to give him a script. You never. I'm saying this for me too. Please don't ever walk up to me and give me a script or your story idea, because I can't listen to it. Legally, I can't listen to it because I might have something just like it. Now you mad because you thought that your idea was totally original. I already got somebody that already in the pot or just in queue or just as a concept. And then you're like, oh, see, Akintunde stole my movie. No. So don't ever walk up to somebody who's a professional and then ask them to either take your script or take your idea, listen to a pitch. Okay. But so I walked up to Spike Lee and I had a documentary. Actually, this right here. Yeah. Now, I didn't tell you this came up organically. This is a whole other story. We'll come back to that. That's a whole other conversation for so many layers deep that I can't really get into right now. I'm not going to tell you about that. That'll take us down a rabbit trail. But it hadn't come out yet. It still never really came out. We only put a few thousand copies out independently way back in the day. Way back in the day. But I walked with Spike Lee when it was still like in his first cut, and I said, hey, brother. I said, man, I love you. Work, yeah. We walking. It was a promotional event. I was working for the radio station at the time, and Spike Lee. I said, this is my shot. I'm going up to him. So Spike was walking. I said, hey man, I got this idea. I got this documentary that I already shot, and I'm trying to get it out there. I would love for you to take a look at it. He was like, put it in the bag. And I said, okay. So I wouldn't tell him about it. He was like, put it in the bag. So I put it in the bag. I said, yeah. I said, man, bro. And he was like, he just walked off. I said, oh, okay. I said, all right. I said, you ever walked up to somebody that you really want to talk to, and you've been waiting to talk to this person for a long time, and I was like, that wasn't how I thought it was gonna happen. But
yeah, it can be rough meeting your heroes because you don't know what they're like as people. And it's not that everybody's rude and terrible. Some people are super nice and polite, but some people just don't want to be messed with.
Some people don't.
I feel like Spike Lee was probably like being bothered a lot.
You know what? And let me say this right here. First of all, let me shout out Tori Free, who was in the building. What's up, Tori? How you doing? What's going on with you? Corey Coleman is in the house. What's up, brother Corey? What's going on with you? Gene mentioned some Spike Lee movies I left out. Malcolm X and Crooklyn.
Malcolm X is one of my favorite Spike Lee movies. My favorite scene, and what I think is the most chilling scene in the film, is that one extended scene with that blaring score in the background, all the people in the streets. I'm roaring and being upset. Malcolm has the men all lined up.
Yep.
He points one finger, silent. Yep. They all go silent. He points it slowly. And they all turn and march off, and they just look at him and say, "That man has too much power," or something like that.
Yep.
And I
too much power.
I think that's the coolest scene in that doggone movie. But that's a great film. Great film.
Excellent execution. Denzel, even though he don't look like Malcolm X, he became Malcolm X. His countenance, his gait, he was the way he talked, of course. Like he really became Malcolm X on a whole other level. And man, a great movie. Of course, there again. Now, so we mentioned music score. We didn't mention who did the score. Spike Lee is Terrence Blanchard. Inside Man is Terrence Blanchard. Mo Better Blues is Terrence Blanchard. Terrence Blanchard got his own YouTube channel. Go check out some of his scores. Like some of the excellent movie scores, and he's a touring jazz artist. So he has a great group called Terrence Blanchard and the E Collective. Dope, just like great music. Brother Corey said, no one man should have that much power. That was the line. That was the line. Thank you, Tori. She said, I miss your Clubhouse show. I miss doing it too. This even more reminds me of that even more. I just time wise, that's the problem. So who knows, Tori? Stay tuned. But yeah.
Can I say one last thing?
Yes, please. Yes.
I've only seen 5 Spike Lee films. I've seen Malcolm X, Mo Better Blues. Mo Better Blues was actually because of you.
Okay.
I have that on DVD. You used to have a poster of that.
Yep, I had a poster, and I had
you had the storyboards. You had the storyboards.
Yep.
And I would see them and be like, "What are these?" And I would look at them, and sure enough, they had a scene from the film, and I've seen that Malcolm X. I saw Do the Right Thing in college. Made me so upset because the events of the film directly mirrored the events at the time. It was 2016, and there was riots going on. So I was furious watching that movie.
Yeah.
But the other 2 movies I saw, one that I skimmed, which was The Sweet Blood of Jesus. Maybe I'll go back and watch it. It was a remake of an old black vampire film from back in the day. And then the other film he made was an original film called Red Hook Summer, which I hate.
Yeah, that was
I do not like that movie. The twist ruined that film.
It ruined it. I couldn't even watch it. Like somehow
I don't know how you found out.
You or somebody else told me about the twist on it.
Yeah, but it completely ruined it because like the film was fine until a certain scene.
Yeah,
and then from there I was like, yo.
Yeah, yeah. Spike is he's a pure artist. Whatever he's feeling is what he's going to do.
Right.
That's good and bad.
Yes.
So you may not like some of his films because he made this choice artistically. But then you're gonna love some of his films because he made this choice artistically.
Right.
It's like the scene in Malcolm X, before Malcolm X is killed, and the scene of the classic Spike Lee, like staple is Spike is putting his characters on a dolly.
Hilarious.
And him just rolling them along. Okay, I love it. But his you always looking for it when you watch a Spike Lee movie, but that moment was like, oh, that was such a profound moment for him to put it there. So he always makes good decisions. He always makes artistic decisions.
He does.
You can debate whether they are good decisions or not.
Agreed.
But he's all himself. Spike Lee is Spike Lee. He's been successful doing it. He's a very wealthy man. He makes films on his own. Well, he's in the studio system, so he's not like operating totally
right.
Independent.
I've seen 8 of his films. I remember that Old Boy. He did Old Boy, and Inside Man was technically a studio film too. Honestly, that was a studio film too. It was a very well made one.
Very well made. I mean, Brian Grazer produced Inside Man,
Okay.
and Brian Grazer through his production company, which is partnered with Ron Howard. I believe they know how to work with directors, like various different types of directors, because Ron Howard is a director. So he had a big budget, and he had Denzel Washington. So when you got Denzel, you can make some decisions as a director that maybe if you did not have Denzel, you may not be able to do. But y'all. But man, so we we got to do.
What?
We got to do somehow do a movie special.
We really do.
Like a movie show. Like talk about some movies.
Please.
Maybe watch some clips from a movie.
That would be great.
And definitely watch some trailers.
That'd be fantastic.
Y'all go check out Trap. 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 It's the trailer for Trap is up right now. M. Night Shyamalan. See, I like directors. Am I saying his name right?
You're not.
Shyamalan.
You're not. Me and other people have been pronouncing it Shalimar, but it actually has a different pronunciation from both of those things, and I don't remember.
What'd you
it, so
say?
I wasn't going to correct it. I've been pronouncing it for years as Shyamalan, and people have too.
Shyamalan. You said Shalimar a minute ago.
No, Shalimar.
Shalimar.
Yeah, but apparently
you know who
that's not
Shalimar
right
is,
either.
right?
No, who is that?
He's too young. Shalimar is a group featuring Howard Hewitt, Jodie Watley, and what was the third brother name in Shalimar?
That's a good question.
Okay, remember Dave Chappelle?
Yes.
Chappelle Show?
Yes.
Remember Charlie Murphy?
Yes.
Talking about Mickey Free? Mickey Free was the new member of Shalimar. He took Jeffrey, I think his name was Jeffrey Daniels.
That's funny.
So yeah. Random information.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Kimberly said y'all speak in tongues.
It's true.
Well, don't get me started. You know, I go slap hands, Kimberly. Shakedraboko Moshi. She talking about y'all speaking in tongues. Shalimar, Shamalayan. I don't know how to pronounce the brother's name fully, but
I forgot because the video shocked me. It said, "Wait, we've all been mispronouncing his name for years." What?
M. Night, go check out the trailer for Trap. And if there's any other good movies out there, now I gotta watch. What's the show called? Or with Giancarlo?
Something Para? Something
Parish.
Yeah, Parish. That's
Parish. I gotta go watch Parish because I hadn't heard of that. Giancarlo is in this other show I saw on Netflix. I don't really have a lot of time to watch stuff, but the past couple of weeks though, I've been taking a little bit of time to watch some stuff because I just been like, man, when you have a lot of stuff on you and you're doing a lot of stuff and you're dealing with a whole lot of stuff, and we've been doing a lot of heavy lifting on some things.
Yeah.
A couple of days I was like, man, you know what I'm doing tonight?
Nothing.
I'm about to watch me a doggone movie, or I'm gonna watch a TV show, and I'm gonna go to doggone bed. Or I'm gonna chill out. I'm not doing this particular thing tonight. Sometimes you just gotta say that. So I've been doing that and just doing what I haven't done in a while, which is indulging myself on some personal downtime. So yeah, me and you listen, watching some TV, watching some movies. So
did she watch the Iron Claw with you?
No.
Okay.
So Jaleel told me about the Iron Claw, which is a wrestling movie starring Zac Efron.
Yeah, Zac Efron.
Efron.
Mm-hmm,
yeah. You watch that when you ready to be blowed.
Yeah.
Like BLOWED, and it's a true story.
Yeah.
It's a true. I'm telling you, you can Wikipedia. Don't watch. Don't Wikipedia before you watch it.
Don't.
Believe me, there's nothing I can tell you to prepare you for that. It's not like it's violent. Well, it is violent, but it's not like it's graphic, overly graphic, or like gory or nothing like that. It's just a story. It's like one of those stories like, what? And this actually happened?
Yeah.
Facts.
Crazy enough, they left out.
They left out one. Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. I forgot. My bad.
Jaleel's about to ruin it for you.
No, I wasn't gonna ruin it. I was just saying they just.
Jaleel. What was your nickname? Spoiler alert.
It was it?
Jaleel's nickname when he was in high school was called Spoiler Alert. Because Jaleel would tell you something about a movie. I'm like, Jaleel, why'd you tell me? I'm a person, I don't even like too much information in trailers. Even this M. Night Shyamalan trailer, I like it. And I like the fact that it kind of gives the plot, the big plot,
unless that is the big plot.
Huh?
Unless it isn't the big
plot. It's not. It's never with him. M. Night Shyamalan is the master of the mislead or the misdirection. Yeah. That's what he does in scripts. You're not gonna see it coming, whatever it is. So I'm not saying he's perfect because he's made a couple movies like, man.
Oh yeah, he's made some stinkers.
That girl in the water. I never even watched that.
Lady in the water. I remember this. Lady in the water. Rated PG-13. That was all the commercials. I swear.
I was like,
I didn't watch that.
It's this happens sometimes. Sometimes when you're a high concept director, a lot of times you're trying to out concept yourself.
Yeah, and you do too much.
You do too much. And I think that movie was an example that I loved. Like you said, Glass, that whole series, and then I like Signs.
Signs is great.
Yeah,
Signs is great.
With Joaquin Phoenix.
That's one of his best movies.
And Mel Gibson.
Yeah, Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Great movie.
That was a good movie. That movie probably closer to reality than you believe. You realize. All right, y'all. We about to get up out of here. I didn't think I was gonna stay on this long. Listen, y'all. Coming up Coming up, family. Hold on. Wrong music. First Sundays. First Sundays, every first Sunday. Hey, y'all, we're back in a brand new location, 124 Diamond Lane, Columbia, South Carolina, 29210. Get your tickets right now by logging on to firstsundayscomedy.com. My sister, Small Fire, will be in the building. Tanya Lewis and more in the house, hosted by yours truly, featuring DJ Geechee Man. Sponsored by P&B Promotionals Mortuary Service. And the Wendy Mills featuring Sweet Delights by Lynn. So the 5 o'clock wings will be back, y'all. July the 7th. Go ahead and get your tickets right now. We would greatly appreciate your support and packing the house. Listen, y'all, we got some new opportunities for ticket agents because we have more seats. First Sundays in our old location had got to the point where, like, I tell you this. I say, hey, why don't we do this? She's like, we got no more seats for that. I'm like, well, we don't. She's like, no. We got no more seats, so don't do nothing, don't say nothing, don't post nothing, don't go online and do. I said, oh, okay. So we thank you to our First Sundays family, which really supported us, came out and laughed, and I had a ball with y'all. And then in the past 3 months, we got to the point where we were recording for our audio distribution. So go back to Sunday and watch the show. Again, we did a live version of First Sundays with stand up. So go and check that out. Just that's like a good retrospect on some of the great comedians that we had come in over the past 3 years since we've been back doing First Sunday. So thank y'all. This was the first June that we missed since we started back doing it. And so we'll be back in July in our new location, 124 Diamond Lane. Thank you for your support. So go on in and buy some tickets and bring some folks with you. And now you have more room and more seats. So again, thank y'all. Shout out to Bishop Eric Davis in a Word of God family. The new building is one of the buildings that is right there at the tip of their campus. So when you turn in, it's right there to the left, 124 Diamond Lane. Get your tickets right now, firstsundayscomedy.com. That's firstsundayscomedy.com. I should probably say it's not a Word of God production. I want the church family to think that it's a Word of God production. It's not. It's a WF Media Productions, and we're utilizing a building that's an extension of their campus. All right, 124 Diamond Lane. Get your tickets right now. We'd appreciate it. All right, now we can get ready to go. Again, thank y'all to all of our sponsors and all of our supporters. Coming up, y'all, catch me Juneteenth, June the 15th. I'm hosting Juneteenth, 4 o'clock to 8 p.m. Go and get 6 for that and support and come out and get some history, some fun, some culture. Black culture's in the house, big time. Juneteenth this year. June 21st, I'm in Columbia. I'm hosting the HIM conference. My man Anthony Anderson will be in the house on panel. I'm hosting the panel discussion, and then Anthony Anderson will be the keynote speaker. Then coming up on the 22nd, it is the Icon Conference. Pastor Hoyt, thank you, sir, for bringing me in. I'm excited about that, a new ministry relationship, and definitely excited about being a part of that awesome conference. Coming up on the 28th of June, I am at Restoration Place Church in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to Pastor Dexter and Jeanette Howard. Listen, if you want to get more information about my entire tour, all the dates, you can always log on to Akintunde.com. If you don't see it there, you can also give us a call or shoot us an email, or if you want us, you can put in the booking request. All right. I am Akintunde.com. That's Akintunde.com. All right, man. Go ahead and get your tickets for First Sundays. Get your tickets for Charlotte for the Love and Laughter Tour. Those tickets go on sale tomorrow. 9 o'clock, 50 minutes. Join us on Clubhouse for Marriage, Faith, and Family. Bishop Herbert Bailey, Dr. Marsha Bailey, Minister Adrian and Jamal Davis, and Yanissa. Yours truly. Gene said, where is the Juneteenth event? Hold on, Gene. I'm tell you right now. Hold on a second. Hold on. Juneteenth will be at the Dutch Square Mall, 421 Bush River Road. And I'm talking about just big culture, like a whole lot of just exciting Black stuff, vendors, food. I'm coming to eat too, but I can tell you no lie. I'm be eating. Juneteenth Freedom Festival, hosted by yours truly, and I'm excited to be a part of this. Again, that is, you can get more information about that by logging on to. Hold on. What's that website? I cannot. Okay, I just had some old dude eyes situation. Just Google search Juneteenth 6/15/2024. All right. All right, we about to get up out of here, y'all. I just want to check in for a little bit. I'll be doing more of these. So get ready for it. And I'll let you know what's happening. We're working on some stuff. Also, I'll let you know about the posters on tomorrow. If we can do the posters, then I'll put them on sale. All right. And if you want to get one locally, hit us up. I got you. But join us in faith. Connect your faith with our faith, and let's go, y'all. All right, family. Jaleel, you good?
I'm great. This was fun. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm great. Have you? What you mean having you?
I know it. You know, it's just a courtesy thing. It's a courtesy thing.
All right. I appreciate it. So and then tonight, me and Jaleel gonna watch the usual suspects. So you gotta find out where we can watch it.
I'm sure it's on
some
streaming
platform.
Somewhere. I'm gonna find out.
And if y'all haven't watched the Sixth Sense, watch it. But now depending on where you are in your spirit and your soul, be careful. It's a weird little movie. Like Gene said, I see dead people. I see dead. No, I don't.
I don't.
I don't see dead.
I don't know.
The movie said that.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, might believe in God, and I find the concept of spirits cool, but do I want to see them? No.
The Sixth Sense messed me up so much. I was a grown man when I saw that movie in my 30s.
I believe it.
I was on the road. I remember one night I was on the road someplace in the hotel. I got up and turned the light on in the bathroom. I admit I had kids at home.
That's understandable.
I was like, you know what?
I don't like. No.
It's an odd little movie.
You get a chill and like, ooh.
Hold on, real quick. Let me tell you what your mama did to me yesterday.
What?
So we're sitting right where you sitting at.
Uh-huh.
She walks up behind me, and then she blows on my head ever so lightly. No. So when she blew on my head, I was like, "Where's that coming from?" I said, "Where's that cold air coming from?" I'm like, "Where?" I'm like, "What?" So, and I look behind. She back there laughing. I said, "Oh," I said, "Okay, I'm gonna get your behind." All right. That what you want to do? I got you. Tori Free, good to see you, sis. Cousin Victor, good to see you in the house, sir. Kimberly Hope, good to see you, sis. Gene Singleton Stewart, what it do, ma'am? Thank you, ma'am. Man, Corey Coleman is in the building. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Do not take it lightly at all. Annette Cooper was in the house. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Marion Motley, what's up, sis? How you doing? Rialto, California, in the house, man. It's a good Ox Show check-in reunion. Thank y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And make sure y'all go ahead and get y'all first Sunday's tickets and stay tuned. There's a whole lot of stuff coming up, y'all. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. This is the Akintunde Show. That's me. Oh, that's Jaleel. I'm me. And y'all, yo. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Till next time, we're going to see y'all when we see y'all. Peace.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde.